Let's do it.
This might be one of my favorite presentations today. It's going to be so much fun.
I'm excited. So, Matt, are you good with after all your surgeries and all your things and all that?
Debatable, to be seen. I
Okay.
mean, I've always felt good and then I break. Like in my mind, I'm invincible. In my mind, I'm 27. In my mind, I could just bounce back. But I'm 47, or I will be 47 soon, and my body's like, it takes a second, dude. So I got my scars, got my matching scars. I still don't know how to commemorate them. I was thinking about some kind of a tattoo. Maybe like a zipper on one, or I'll turn one into like a disc golf basket, and then the other one will be like the tree that I was trying not to hit when I busted my first. I don't know. We'll see. Or like you remember in like grade school, we talked about this in grade school, the guy that you put with the fingers and the nose is like over the edge and the fingers over. I'm one of those guys.
Oh gosh.
Hey, it's 9 o'clock.
Well,
Let's go. Who wants to kick it off? Gratitudes, wins, something to celebrate. I want to give a little high five to Cassie. Saw her story. She turned it up. She's starting to tell her story. I love it. Love following it. I think you're nailing it. Keep going. Lean in harder. Be louder. Go.
be loud.
Fun watching her. Like I love when people show up and then you can coach them and they actually take the information and run with it. Like she is just all in and it is so fun to watch.
Yep.
So fun to watch.
She's probably in the car with the kiddos and they're like, they're
Yeah.
talking about you, mom. We
Preschool
are.
stuff. I'm just happy to be sitting upright today. I caught a lot of good things this weekend, but I also caught a respiratory virus. So I'm just happy to
Oh,
be upright and alive.
Think about how strong your system's going to be after this. It's
Oh
like,
yeah.
additional defense,
Exactly. Building up those immunities.
resistance +2. I'm such a nerd. There she is. You be safe. We'll just
I
look for
heard you
this.
guys. Thank you. I was literally in the middle of getting my toddler out of the car. So thank you.
Cool.
And I'm grateful for the feedback that you guys are giving me because it helps me know what will resonate in this industry versus what I was doing before. So thank you.
Word.
I am thankful for getting my taxes done one day early.
What?
First time in history.
Super
In
pro. Super pro. All right. Anyone else? Eh. Oh my
Hi.
goodness. What in the
Oh,
world?
there's my gratitude right there. Right there, it's them.
Are we on gratitudes? We're a little late, but I'm so excited, you guys. This is Harley.
Hey.
We're pushing out this call because we're no longer with the team. And so we have more space in our schedule, and it's just a blessing. So I'm going to go in my office and hop on, but wanted to introduce you to Harley. She's
Yeah.
amazing.
Welcome, Harley.
Hello, thank you.
Nothing like just being thrust into it face first.
Yeah, exactly. She's like, you need to turn your video on.
What a fun call to jump on as your first one. We're gonna have a little bit of fun today. We're gonna get seriously awesome on today's call. So, uh, anyone else before we jump in? We're gonna have a little bit of time. We're gonna have some fun today. All right. Well, let's kick it. Let's jump into it. So, one of my favorite thought leaders, content creators, business people that I follow is Alex Hormozy. And love him, hate him, not interested in your opinion, actually. Uh, he does though do a pretty cool exercise around when thinking about like what should be like, and because it's business planning season. So this is the theme behind all this. So if you're wondering, like, where am I going with all this? The idea is, okay, as we're starting to get our mindsets around planning our success for 2026, oftentimes we spend so much time thinking what we should do. And Alex is like, it's a challenge oftentimes identifying what we should do, and in reality success is about eliminating a lot of the things that we shouldn't do, and or the things that we're doing that we should start saying no to or get rid of. And so I put together, and I sat there thinking, okay, if I'm putting together a business plan or I'm helping an agent that wants to succeed in 2026 in today's market with the challenges that we have at the moment, or opportunities, if you will, right? Because the playing field is level. One of the best ways of doing that is by putting together a contrarian list or a contrarian business plan, if you will. Do you guys know what contrarian means?
It's a big word, Matt.
I know. I know. It's bonus points today. Hey, Jana. Welcome. Anyone? Now you guys are taking way too long. I know you're Googling it, and that's not fair. What's your best guess? Contrarian.
Has to be
Well, contrary is
contrary.
stubborn. So what is contrarian?
Would you say contrary? Contrary is what?
Contrary, like you're a contrary, honorary person, stubborn kind of thing,
Okay.
ish.
So contrarian is about opposites. So being contrary, right? Like I have a contrary opinion. And so putting together a contrarian list is what I did here. And I had some fun making it, and I wanted to share it with you. So we're going to be sharing with you the guaranteed blueprint for staying broke in real estate in 2026. So this guide, and by following this guide, will guarantee that you never make consistent income, you never scale, you never build anything remotely sustainable. And by following these steps, will guarantee you mediocrity. Are you excited? Who's excited? Throw me a thumbs up in the chat. Throw me some emojis. Let's get some faces going. Let's cheer for mediocrity and brokenness. Ready? Let's kick it. So step number 1 in the guaranteed blueprint is, let me make this go, is be everywhere and consistently nowhere. So for 2026, weeks 1 and 2, discover that Instagram Reels are hot. You're going to film everything. You're going to post twice daily. You're going to feel like Gary V. And then week 4, you know what? I heard TikTok's the thing. Someone got a listing there. Learn some dances, question your life choices. And then week 5, 6, let's jump into YouTube Shorts. That's the answer. I bought a ring light. Never upload and return the ring light. And then week 7 or 8, get back to Facebook because your broker said so. Cycle, repeat, nothing sticks. Perfect. So step number 1 in a super mediocre. And again, if any of this resonates with you, don't smile. Don't raise your hand. Don't call yourself out yet. We'll talk about this later. All right. Step number 2 is believe that working hard is the plan. So here's the daily strategy you should follow for consistent mediocrity is just wake up when your body feels like it's done scrolling. Go to your email because deleting spam is productivity. Let's call it prospecting just by looking at Zillow at listings you can't afford, or TikToks or Reels of walkthroughs of homes that are dreams, putting it up on your vision board, which goes into the next step, posting motivational quotes about hustle while actually avoiding all of the work. And then following up those motivational memes by talking about the grind, when really you're just being busy. So no schedule, no structure, no time block, just pure chaos wrapped in the language of entrepreneurship. Because you know what? Who needs systems when we got vibes? Vibes all day. All right, step number 3. Listen, we got to focus on brand, not business. If the logo's not there, how will they know? So we got to spend 3 months perfecting that logo. Let's hire a designer. Let's fire them because it wasn't quite right. Hire another. You know what? Your cousin probably could have done it. I heard Instagram grids are everything. So we got to curate the feed like it's a Met Gala. Every post has to match. Delete anything that ruins the aesthetic, including actual listings and things that work. And don't forget your professional headshots that no one's looking at. So 3 sessions alone, still haven't found the vibe. Maybe it's the lighting, maybe it's you. Meanwhile, your phone's silent, but hey, it looks good online. All right. Next step. This is for Audra. Ignore that database. Past clients, they already bought something. What more could they actually need? It's not like they're ever going to move again. Refer friends, need guidance on home equity. Why would you nurture existing relationships when you could spend time and money chasing leads on Zillow who ghost you after the first text? Your database, come on, let's be real. It's basically a graveyard. It's a graveyard of missed opportunity. The reality is if you go and reach into your database, you're going to find out the people who sold without you. Let's just leave it be. Let it rest in peace. Sound good? All right, you guys still with me? I'm looking over here because I had to move your faces off the screen here. Hanging in? All right, here's my favorite one. Only learn from people who agree with you. You know what? The market's great. You're doing great. It's just the market. Don't worry about it. Those top producers, they're lucky. You'll get your break. You know what? You don't need coaching. Nobody needs coaching. You know what you got to do? You've got natural talent. So continue to seek out those echo chambers. My favorite is the online Facebook groups, especially with the anonymous posts. Those are my favorite. You should spend most of your time there getting validated by people that don't actually do any business. Go there, right? So avoid mentors who challenge your thinking. That's uncomfortable. And then when someone successful actually offers you feedback, remember, they don't understand your unique challenges. Look, stay in your lane. Stay stuck. Blueprint. Next. Treat real estate like a very expensive hobby. Goals? Why set those? When income targets, what you can see just what happens. Let's just see what happens. Let's let the universe provide. Goals? I don't need goals. And by setting goals, then people will ask me how I'm doing. So we don't want any of that uncomfortability either. So also budget. I have a budget. If there's money in the account, I have a budget. If there's no money in the account, then we're out of the budget. Tracking expenses, that's for people with profit margins. I'm an artist. I vibe. I'm going to feel it. And accountability, look, I'm a lone wolf. I'm going to join a team, but the meetings, I don't need the meetings. The calls, I don't need a call. I'm going to hire a coach, and then I'm going to cancel or no-show every session, or I'll be in my car without anything to write with. And just at some point go, this isn't working for me. Dum, 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 dum. I'm looking at the catalog now and I'm trying to read the page and I can't read it because the AI didn't figure out what the headline should be actually. All right. Here's my favorite. It's now talk about it season. January, this is my year. Big things coming. March, game changer, about to launch the new strategy. July, working on something amazing. Stay tuned. December, next year is the year. I can feel it. Can you feel it? I can feel it. All announcements, no execution. Look, the dream stays alive as long as you never actually start. That's where you can actually live in the dream. It's the best part. And everyone's favorite right now, the market. Oh, interest rates too high, can't sell. Too low, everyone's competing. Just right, it's still wrong. Multiple offers, all the things. Election years, everyone's waiting to see what happens. Convenient excuse, valid every other year. Inventory levels, too much, it's saturated. Too little, nothing to show. Perfect scapegoat either way. Meanwhile, someone in your office or someone on this call just closed 3 deals this week, probably because they're related to the team leader, probably because they know somebody. It's not about anything else. Trust me. It's definitely nepotism and favoritism for sure. Here's another one I heard. Don't specialize. Do everything halfway. Luxury expert. Never sold anything above 500, but my bio says luxury all the way. Land guru. I drove down a gravel road once. Counts as agricultural expertise. Commercial pro. Drove into a strip mall. basically a mogul. And then short sale master, Googled it, close enough, added it to the bio. DM me for more. Another one of my favorites. Let's go ahead and keep everything in our head. CRMs, those are for rookies. I've got a great memory. Okay, it's decent. Fine, it's terrible. But systems just feel so corporate. And I'm more of like a free spirit. And you're not the boss of me. I got into real estate to not be the boss of me. So there. I have a mental follow-up system. I'll remember to call them next week. It's a foolproof strategy that's never once failed me, except constantly. And I love this because right out of sight, I got sticky notes everywhere. Yellow squares everywhere. Desk, car, bathroom mirror. It's basically a CRM. It's just analog and it's ineffective. So again, guaranteed strategies here, proven, time tested, and approved to keep you broke and mediocre. Stay with me. Here's my favorite, especially in today's market. Avoid video at all costs because I look weird on camera and my voice sounds strange and I need better lighting first. And no one wants to see my face when I lose 10 pounds, maybe next quarter, except it's what you look like. It's what you sound like. And everyone already is used to that except for you. So the only one stopping you is you. So no one's doing video and it doesn't work. So just let's go back to sending just handwritten notes, which are actually effective. This one's super great too. Never invest. Training budget. YouTube universities, definitely equivalent to professional coaching and courses. Mentorship, guidance from successful agents, too expensive. Stay stuck in the same income bracket for years is priceless. Personal development, conferences, traveling for something? Come on. All unnecessarily when I can just complain here for free. Let's go. Top producers invest 10 to 20% back into growth. But listen, we're different. They don't know. Those are boomers. We're not boomers. Here's another great one. Your value proposition is accessibility all times. Saying yes to everything. 9:30 showing, drop everything. Boundaries are for people who don't want it bad enough. Sunday morning open house every single week. No rest, no family time, just doors and hope somebody walks through. And then answering texts at midnight, taking calls at dinner. Look, burnout is just a myth created by lazy people. And finally, look, I wanted to share with you the good stuff. The real secret is it's real simple. It's consistency, it's accountability, and it's about value. So I was worried. So when I hit share, I didn't see how many people were on. And I'm actually really excited that we didn't lose that many, if anybody at all, maybe one or two. So I appreciate that. And yet, how many of you, and you, I mean, if you feel comfortable, confident, and this is a safe space, other than it being recorded, possibly posted on YouTube, how many of you have felt any one of these slides, or you're looking at some of these slides and you're like, Matt, that's a little too close to home. I don't even know you that well. You're calling me out. All right, for those of you that aren't raising your hand or still hiding off camera, I'll take that as a yes as well. So since you're not on camera, I'm just going to assume that's a yes. So that's unanimous, and the science says that this is valuable. And yet, when you see a list like that, right? What comes to mind when going through something like that? And how many of you ever done a contrarian list with yourself or with your team? It's kind of a fun exercise.
So is the contrary whatever list, that's like taking something that you should be doing and like stating the opposite to be funny, kind of? Is that what you mean?
So it happened to be funny, but it's one of the ways of actually highlighting and figuring out what you should do. by putting out the complete opposite
Got it.
and then eliminating that from your action plan.
I really liked it, and I feel like I could resonate with a lot of those things, some of the past, but some also in the present. So it was convicting and good and funny. And I have a few that I do right. So I think that's what's carrying my career. But I'm like, if I could just master all of those, it would be a lot better.
Like the opposite of all of those.
Right. Yeah.
Look,
Like I have a
here,
few that I'm like, okay, I don't do that. Like I do video and I do, but yeah, definitely good things to take note of.
no, I
On my
mean, thank you for your vulnerability and willingness to share, Haley. Anyone else? Jana's over there smiling, waiting for an appropriate time to speak. I know you got something
Well,
to
I'm
say.
driving too, so I'm trying really hard not to like I'm totally laughing. This is awesome. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've definitely been in that space where I'm like, oh, I can take this and make it mine. You know what I mean? Or not really buy into the system, but want to, creatively come up with some other way to do it that basically accomplishes the same damn thing.
Yeah.
100%. Absolutely. And even some of those things that you listed off, I'm like, yeah, I've definitely said that to myself in the last couple of
Hmm.
weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It's a good reminder.
Harley's over there smiling, confidentially about a few.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a newer agent. I'd say I'm still green, only little over a couple years in. And I tried to make some lists over the past years, and this really hit home.
Good, good, good. Anyone else? Audra.
It made the things that I have said that were on that list, like it made them seem so small. Like really, that's what's keeping me from doing the thing that I know that I need to be doing. That's dumb. Like it for me, like it just it minimized it. So I'm like, I really should just be doing it because it's not that big of a deal. Yeah.
Any other ahas or thoughts around this before I get into why this is even a phenomenon for us as professionals, as business owners, and like how to hack our psychology before it takes over?
I was just laughing at the video one because it's like you said.
Because you said all seven of those things.
Well, no, like the video one specifically, like I mean, even the like gotta lose 10 pounds, gotta do this, like it's like you already look like that, you sound like that, everybody else knows.
Yeah, it's not a secret. You're not hot. Yeah, it's not a secret. It's
I don't know. I think I must be a little bit like Haley, like I'm doing enough of these right, like the opposite of these right, that I've been
well, then you're failing the blueprint. There's no way that you're going to be mediocre and broke if you don't follow this completely right. Look,
well, and it's like, but man, what could I be doing if I did the opposite of these? And I've done one of these lists before as a joke for some stuff, but I didn't even know what it was called. So thanks for letting me know
yeah.
what it was called.
Guys, success isn't about adding things. It's eliminating the distractions. It's eliminating the time wasters. It's creating boundaries and then providing value in the most direct way to the consumer. Here's what's interesting is that the things that we know that we need to do for whatever reason are just enough outside of our comfort zone that it'll trigger that self-preservation mechanism in our brain, and we're really really intelligent at the end of the day. Like what we're doing isn't about life or death. There isn't a lion or a tiger on the other end of the phone call, and yet the way that our autonomic nervous system responds with fear is the same way, and we're wired for comfort and survival. And so when there isn't a physical threat, we psychologically justify doing anything but the thing that causes discomfort, and we get really good at creating guilt for others if they challenge it, if someone pushes back, or anything that we're doing that's either too uncomfortable or too close to a soft spot or something that we hold valuable that may be holding us back, we go to our protection mechanisms. In the landmark forum community, they call it your trump card. And so some people shut down, they get quiet, or they take their ball and go home, or they cry to be left alone whenever it gets real. And so we naturally resist and avoid accountability because it exposes our unwillingness to do what we said we would when it gets tough and when no one's watching. Me, myself included, which is why I invest so heavily in my relationships and in my coaching. I pay for people to call me on my shit hard because I am the master of making you feel bad for me or agreeing with my excuses or reasons. And at the end of the day, they only affect me. And so in the moment, I'm like okay with somebody that lets me off the hook, but later I resent them. I'm like, man, I'm not paying for you to agree with me. I need somebody to kick my ass. Like, I need somebody to make me so pissed that I'm shaking when I get home. They say, you know what? Like, forget them. I'm going to prove them wrong. Like, that's for me, like the way that I need a coach that is like going to challenge me to my core and cause me to get violently rebellious in the right direction. The challenge is that we let people let us off the hook and we hide. And one of my favorite coaching conversations is, what are you hoping I don't ask you right now? Because we're all hiding. We all know that we should be doing something or we hadn't done enough or whatever. And so that question, if you're being really honest, is your answer. And yet we hide in these slides because what these slides look like from outside looking in is it's the visual, it's the highlight reel, it's the social, it's the facade of what people think we do versus what we actually do. And what we actually do is we create connections, we build trust and rapport, we solve problems. We happen to also help people buy and sell real estate. So if you're doing any of these slides, it's natural, it's psychological, it's biological. And now that you know that and see it, you can do something about it. Awareness is the first step to change. The second is you got to get angry enough with yourself, not with the exterior. Because remember this, accountability isn't something anyone does to you. Accountability is done for you. And if you experience accountability from the right perspective, that somebody cares enough to, in the moment, stand against your shit and just say, hey, you said you were going to do this. Why didn't you? What is now more important than the things you said you were going to do this for? Why do you keep saying that this is your goal and this is what you're going to do? And then when I ask you why it's important, you keep saying your kids, you keep saying your spouse, you keep saying your future life, you keep saying your legacy, but you keep selling out your dream for your comfort. And I'm like, I get off calls with people sometimes and I don't know, maybe there's a secret empath in me, but like I get real down when people have given up on their dream. And I want it so bad because I can see what they can do. And they just hide. They make excuses. They blame. They push back. They make resistance. They say things like, this is boring. Why do we keep talking about this? Why, like, I don't need to jump on that call. We always do the same thing. Well, guess what? Until you master and execute and nail the same thing, there's nothing else to talk about. We want to like flower it up. We want to make it so like fun. We want to make it so creative and blah, 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 and we get lost in the 13 slides. So I thought we'd have some fun today. I get a little passionate about it. And I mean, it's because of that, right? Like I think we sometimes we take it too lightly, but like it's the consistency, it's the little things that compound. It's the small things that move big needles, right? Little hinges move big doors. And so many times we cut these little corners and we wonder why these doors aren't opening for us. It's because the little things compounded over time. It's like when you say you're going to make 10 contacts and you did 8. And you're like, that's good enough, but the door isn't moving. Why? Because the door moves at 10. You're missing a screw in the hinge. The door isn't seated correctly. So it's stuck. And the thing is if your goal is 10 every day and you only do 8, that's 80%. And you go at the end of the year, if you have to make 100 and you made 80 and you're like, this isn't working, it's like, it is working. It's doing exactly the effort that you gave it. But you keep thinking 8 is a 10 and it's not. That's why Ed Milet wrote the book, The Power of One More. And he said his life changed anytime he sets a goal, he does one more. So if your goal is 10, why stop at 10? Do 11. Just 11. You just do one more. And if you do one more in all the things that you say you're going to do, watch your world absolutely shift and explode. Final thoughts. I know we're at time.
This was great. Thanks, Matt.
Hey, thanks for coming. Tell your friends.
Will do.
We're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:00.
I know. I've got it on my calendar now.
Anyone else? Final thoughts before we jump off. What resonated? What was your biggest takeaway from today's call?
We had another person join at the Legacy House here, and he said, throw away the sticky notes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yep. No, it's a lot to think about. I guess for me, I've absolutely found myself in these positions and really asking yourself, why are you uncomfortable with it? And how can I overcome that to do the task or whatever it may be? Because that's, like you said, what's going to push the ball forward. So
Yeah. Right on. Thanks, Harley.
Yeah.
And what was your name over there?
Dustin.
Dustin.
Smith.
Thanks for jumping on.
Yep.
All right, guys. It's 9:31. Out of respect for you and your time, we're going to jump. We'll see you Friday, same time, same channel.
Bye.
Thanks, Matt. Bye, guys.
You.